Hi, this is Ariya's mom. My name is Avisha. Ariya was diagnosed at the age of 2. She had stage 4 cancer. So when she was first diagnosed, we firstly picked it up with a lump on her arm from a pediatrician that we visited at Lenmed. He sent us to hospital at Flora Clinic where they did a biopsy. The doctor said that there is something that looked malignant. They referred us to Donald Gordon, and when we went to Donald Gordon, we were sent for a PET CT scan. And once the PET CT scan was done, they found that Ariya was then diagnosed stage 4 cancer. It spread to her chest, lung, spleen, and cancer. It was really, really taxing for us. It was a roller coaster of emotions. It was really, really difficult for myself, my husband, and my little son that had to go through all this with us.
She went through the whole conventional chemotherapy at Donald Gordon. She was not responding to chemotherapy, the conventional chemotherapy. And they put her on a phase 3 trial, chemotherapy, cobrentuximab, that is not out yet in South Africa. And Ariya responded brilliantly to that treatment.
With the right doctors, we got the right treatment organized as quickly as possible. Ariya went for chemotherapy for the whole year, and she went for 22 days of radiation. She was a very strong little girl. We cried every day. It was really, really emotional for us to see her in that state all the time, with her hair falling, with crying. At that age, she was wanting to be carried all the time. She didn't want to be injected all the time. We had to take her for operations, for biopsies, for procedures, and it was really, really hard sore for us to see our little girl go through something like that. We took her for all the treatments, and we really took very, very good care of her. Everything was about Ariya. We always looked for other signs of Hodgkin's coming out in other places in her body. Her blood test always revealed her markers, which actually kept us up to date on where she was. The doctors were perfect. They helped Ariya through every stage of cancer that she went through, and it was really, really good for us as parents to know we have the best doctors and she's in the best hands. We did appreciate that. A year later, they found cancer in the walls of her colon, so she went for another huge operation. She went into theater, which took like 4 hours, and having the cancer come out on the walls of the colon, she then had to have a bag put in place. It was a colostomy bag. So we went through that phase all over again, emotions again, tears again. And for little Ariya, she was just the strongest little girl who made things so much more easier as she went through the whole process, and she could see us in our pain. She So I would like to encourage everyone to support Cupcakes of Hope. In our toughest times and financial stress, we had them walk in and generously offer to help and assist wherever they could.
The funds we needed to get Ariya through the testing, these expensive testing, we wouldn't have found the right medication, and she wouldn't be as healthy as she is today. Because if the medical aid don't pay, there's nothing else you can do.
Ariya needed treatment, and there was a lot of shortfalls, and we needed the monies to pay for the shortfall before the surgeons or the doctors could actually treat on her again. And that's when Cupcakes of Hope came in to, basically came to the rescue and helped us, and we really appreciate it so much.
I just had to ask Cupcakes of Hope for help, and with the instant, the next day they
And I would encourage everyone to support, even with the smallest donation, selling cupcakes, offering to sell cupcakes, doing what you can to make or raise that extra money for Cupcakes of Hope to help other parents, other families, other kids get the treatment that they deserve and they need. And there's so many families that are worse off, that need this money, that need this help.
So I'd like to encourage public out there to support Cupcakes of Hope. They're doing a good job. Every cent goes to the child.
We have Cupcakes of Hope that's doing the best job ever. So I would say, if you never thought of helping, or doing something to make a difference, I think this would be it.